happening? It's your boy Signs of Life back here once again for another Signs of Life live stream. It's been a minute, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy Year of the Snake. Happy everything. What a wild ride January of 2025 has been. How's it going, everybody? Good to see you. Audio is good. Hello, all. Hello, world. Hello to Mars. We might be going to Mars at some point this year. I don't know, man. Things are getting kind of strange out there. You know what I'm saying? Well, I hope you guys are getting off to a good start. It was a new moon last night. Today is Chinese New Year. So, Xinyan Kuai Le to all you celebrating out there. And yeah, happy Wednesday. Good to see you guys. Yeah, so I'm here to talk about my thoughts on Pigments 6. It's a great time to be a producer, I gotta say that. We're kind of spoiled, you know, with all these cool, shiny tools. Yeah, I agree. Wild ride so far. Anyway, so we're gonna get into it. I've got Pigments 6 all loaded up. I was at the Dash Glitch live stream premiere yesterday, and as soon as someone said it's up in the Arturia Service Center, I was like, ran to my computer because, you know, those servers get pretty bogged down. So Dave Woods is in the house. What's up, man? Realm of Possibility, Year of the Ambient. I like that. Every year the past 12 years for me has been Year of the Ambient. Oh, and by the way, I am nominated for a Shawwell Award this year for Ambient Album of the Year. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Not only did we win Best Album of 2024 from Cyclical Dreams, but I'm nominated for a German Grammy, y'all, in the category that I wanted, which was Ambient Album of the Year. So I'm not gonna have anybody tell me that my music of Signs of Life is not ambient, because now I got titles. You know what I'm saying? You can't take away my titles. That nomination is forever. Anyway, I'm pretty stoked. Thanks for listening to my music, you guys. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being here. All right, so let's get into it, yeah. Let's get into it. All right, sup, Chris? There's Rob Lasanti. Coach of the Decade. Thank you, man. Yeah, if you guys want coaching, I am doing coaching I got a coaching call right after this, so we're going to get into it. I got about an hour to spare before I go to my coaching call, but if you guys really want to get in deep with me, man, I'm like doing coaching calls all the time. It's really great. It's wonderful to watch my clients transform and then go from, like, you know, whatever stage they're at to like the next tier, you know, the next level, you know what I'm saying? Really watching them take off. So that's the service I offer. If you want to check that out, it is on my website. It is on Patreon. Get at me, man. Anyway, so let's get into it, yeah? Pigment 6. I'm excited. I'm fired up. It's not perfect, but it's what we got, and we're here. So link is down below in the description. You want to pick this up at any time. And yeah, let's get right into it, yeah? I got a PowerPoint. PowerPoint. All right, so my thoughts on Pigment 6. But before I get into it, I actually want to talk about my journey with Pigments. I started, you know, and this is not a knock against Arturia. This is more of a me thing and not an Arturia thing. Okay, I just want to make that clear because I don't have a relationship with Arturia yet. They haven't like ever wrote me an email or nothing. So when Pigments first came out, I was totally like, that's not really for me, because my experience with Arturia before that was like they used to do a lot of, you know, like recreation stuff and like emulation stuff. And like, I tried to use like the, I don't know, what is it, 2600 ARP or whatever that thing was. And I just really didn't like it because it wasn't my style of synth. So it's not so much of a them thing, it's more of a me thing, right? So I was kind of turned off by all Arturia stuff for a while. And that was like in it must have been 2020 or 2019, right? That's when Pigments was first released. So I kind of avoided the first 2 full versions of Pigments. I didn't bite on Pigments 1, I didn't bite on Pigments 2. But then Pigments 3 came out in April of 2021. I looked that one up. And when it came out, I was like, ah, man, this is not even like an Arturia product. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different from all the other products. So someone convinced me. They're like, you gotta try this. And I was like, okay, all right, fine. I'm in, whatever. So I bought it. And I was like, damn, this synth is like nothing like any of Arturia's other products, which is what makes it unique. And I was like, this is actually something. Like, there was a there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, like that's something, right? So that's what led me into Pigments. And again, that was April of 2021. They followed that up in the same year with Pigments 3.5. You guys remember that? They did a 0.5 update. So Pigments 3.5 added a bunch of new stuff on top of what was already awesome. And it was just like, again, free update. I was like, dang, like, this is great synth. So that's what really got me hooked on it, was I think Pigments 3.5 was like me turning a corner with this synthesizer. And then, of course, Pigments 4 was released after that in the next year. And then we got Pigments 5. And then I created my two sound banks that I have out, which is Chromatic, the original, and then Chromatic 2. And those were both created on the Pigments 5 engine. And those were highly regarded. Like, a lot of you guys love those sounds. And I personally love the sounds. I think they're really good. So that's my personal story with Pigments. Again, it has nothing to do with Arturia. It's more of a me thing. But now I'm like, the synth is, you gotta admit, like, they don't make anything else like this. And I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, here we are in Pigment 6. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the Modal Engine. At first, I was like, what is this thing? You know, like, what is this thing? But it's actually really good, all right? The Modal Engine in Pigment 6 is actually a big win for them. And I'll tell you why. It adds an organic, resonant quality that blends beautifully with the other synthesis types. So, like, it goes from, like, this really basic kind of plucky thing to, like, you can actually make some really cool resonant tones with it, right? So if you're doing like plucky textures, that's cool, but you can also do evolving pads with it, which we're about to see. I'm gonna get into it right now. I think it's really impressive, and you know, the deeper you go, the deeper it gets. All right, let's get into it. Okay, cool. So let's talk about this. We got, now we have 5 different engines: analog, wavetable, sample, and modal. And modal, you know, as you know, it kind of sounds like a sawtooth, but that's not the point of it, all right? The point of it is to sort of play with the range, and then also this whole, like, feeding these resonances into this thing, right? Okay, which is kind of cool. And so you can modify it from string or beam, okay? And this range knob really matters, because then it changes the whole way that it kind of reacts. So check this out. So the decay goes down. You can mess with the brilliance. Okay? You mess with the warp. Right? Or you can change with the shape. Right? And that may not sound like much, but when you start really tweaking that thing, it sounds cool. And then watch this. When you actually start putting effects on it, this is where it really starts to shine. So you can like start. All right, let's put a multi-band on there. All right, put a little shimmer. Just a little hint of shimmer. And then of course, a reverb. We'll do a reverb. Right? That's not all, that's not all. Yeah, the filter yet. You detune this. That doesn't make much difference. But then you have all these timbres over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the plucky aspect of it. And I love that. And then you get really glassy tones, you know what I'm saying, out of this thing too. Just by shape, listen to this. that is just gorgeous stuff, right? You gotta admit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta admit. It's really cool. It's really cool. So that's just one side of it, okay? But I mean, it sounds like you get some really cool bell chimes out of this. But what if you wanted to make a pad out of it? Well, all you gotta do is adjust your envelope, right? And then you can start feeding this in. Check this out. Oh my God. Tell me that's not freaking gorgeous. Now watch this. So over here we have this whole like modulator section, right? So we can feed a different style of granular in here. Is that incredible or what? Well, people told me my mic was not loud enough, or too loud. It's fine. Can you guys hear it now? How's that? How gorgeous is that, right? I mean, come on now, all right? So that's the Modal Engine. I mean, honestly, beam or string, well, you can go with either. Listen to this though. Oh my God. Listen to beat and string. Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. I'm happy. I'm happy. So 2 different models, and again, a lot of versatility here. So again, if you want to blend this with something else, like you could blend it with a wavetable here, you know, or the granular is my favorite. One thing I wish is they had, you know, back in the day we had, or at least Pigments 5, we had, you could tell what was added. You know what I'm saying? But now you can't. This is like, they just give you all the freaking things, but that's fine, you know, whatever, it's cool. We'll go with the strings. Yeah, how about this? Oh yeah. We also have a scan knob on the granular engine, which is kind of cool. I used to do that manually with LFOs. Listen to that for ambient. Oh my gosh. All right. So Modal Engine, again, a big win here. Absolutely love it. I'm happy with it. This is a cool, like, you can this could actually get really neat, where you can have multiple different frictions going in here, like audio input all over the place. There's audio input over here. There's audio input over here. I mean, it's like, okay. You know, so if you are that type of person who really wants to kind of get tweaky and experimental, this is a really cool engine for you. I love it. Now, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Now, speaking of the filters over here, I'm gonna get to that in just a second, but like, oh my God, what if you did this? with this? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ahead of myself here, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is incredible. You got filter in here too, look at it. How good does that sound? Lo-fi is back on the menu, y'all. Lo-fi is back! Anyway, we'll get to that in just a second. I'm gonna get the filters in just a second. That's freaking cool though, right? Alright, so that's the Modal Engine. It's actually good. You know, is it worth upgrading for? Probably, but I mean, or at least buying it for, because all upgrades have been free. So how can you complain? You know what I'm saying? It's just like straight up. He asks, let me see. Do I have? Oh, I don't have my PowerPoint. I need to get that up there. Hold on. Let's do browser. We're gonna do live chat highlight. He says, when using the sample engine, can you have it trigger multi-samples simultaneously or all together? Well, you know, it just depends. Like, we actually have, I'll show you a different modulator that we have now. We have a voice modulator, which is kind of cool. I don't think there's multi-samples in Pigments 6 yet, if that's what you're asking. but that would be cool. Maybe. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, so that's the first point. Second point is the new filters are fantastic. We just got into that with this lo-fi thing. We're gonna get into it more in just a second. The cluster filter is cool, but the lo-fi filter, oh my God. Like, I didn't know I needed it until I had it. So, you know, it brings out this really cool character, which let's take a look at it. The lo-fi filter is like, listen to this. That's dope as hell, right? Now, not only that, but check this out. I've noticed on most of the filters that they have a FM source now. That was not in Pigments 5. But think about this. Like FM is like, you guys think about FM as frequency modulation. But what if you took LFO1, right? And you see it, we're going like this and just up and down, up and down, up and down. But what if you up the rate of LFO1 to like audio rate modulation? Crank it up, watch this. And that's just on the normal filter. You know what I'm saying? And it's modulatable, and it's modulatable. So what if you took this LFO1, cranked it up to audio rate, right? And then you took one of these new envelope followers. We got an envelope follow over here. We can up the input gain, we can up the attack, up the release, up the threshold, and we say source could be, I don't know, like maybe, how about, let's go engine 1, right? So it's like, so now we have an envelope follower that could be the FM driver here. That's just on the classic low pass filter. What if we use the lo-fi filter here again and then LFO1 be our FM source? You know what I'm saying? You get some jitter in there. Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So this just gives you an idea of the ridiculous amounts of possibilities here. Like, it's just ridiculous now. It's like, oh, okay, thanks for that option. I never knew I needed it, but now you have it. That is delicious, absolutely delicious. Again, that's using LFO1 as an audio rate modulator to FM the filter. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? Anyway, all right, cool. So that's the lo-fi filter. Again, the cluster filter is kind of neat. You adjust the amount of peaks here, and then you can adjust the spread value. So like you can go. That's kind of cool, right? But let me introduce something else to you. So now we have this new voice modulator. So we have a voice modulator down here that allows you to randomly adjust voices based on the keystrokes. So it's just like you can just cycle through all these different voices and stuff. So you can use that as a random source of modulation on the cutoff itself. So like, so every time I press down a key, you're getting a new cutoff position. But that's not even the coolest thing you can do with it, all right? It is crazy. What if, check this out. What if we made this a sequence and we said, all right, now we're gonna do like a sequence thing. This voice modulator, so you can, we've had this ability to quantize tuning for a while now, right? So like you can make like a scale here in Pigments and do like a scale thing. So this is a C minor scale. So what if you take this voice modulator and you put it onto the quantized scale and you put the polarity, I love this new polarity switch, as positive polarity. You see what I'm saying? So now you can quantize this with this voice modulator, but what if you stuck a sequence in there and you said, all right, well, I'm just gonna have Stepic ride this thing on C and it's doing its thing. Hold on, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. And we'll do like a little bit shorter, yeah? A little bit. And we'll turn off key cracking. And then we'll go here. We'll take LFO 1. We'll make it free running. You see how crazy this can get? You see how crazy this can get? Oh my god. Wild stuff. You can modulate the speed of that too. Oh my god, fun stuff. It's just like crazy. So that's a new way to unlock sequences. A new sequencer, y'all. We got a new source of sequencing. Anyway, you guys get the idea how crazy this is, right? That's what I'm talking about. So, all I gotta say is Chromatic 6 is gonna be freaking lit, y'all. Not Chromatic 3, not Chromatic 4. I'm just kidding. All right. So that's the new filter types. We have, again, cluster. You can adjust the peaks here. We do have this lo-fi filter. And it's cool to experiment. My boy John pointed out to me that like you can experiment with different resonances with the analog and digital filters. So like this FM is gonna sound different on different filter types. I haven't found a use for like many other filters besides the multi-mode, but now we got some cool stuff, all right? So just experiment with that and see what kind of LFO FM rate modulators you can get in there and what it actually does. Because you can use the mod oscillator here, you can use envelopes or whatever, but I think the LFOs are the coolest, all right? So that's, again, the filters. Let's go back to its default and we'll go back to our PowerPoint. So try that out, see what can happen. Again, FM means frequency modulation, so if you want frequency modulation, you gotta get up to that level. All right, anyway, modulation. Speaking of modulation, it's better than ever. Why is it better than ever? Well, let's see here. Where's the, oh yeah, I forgot this. I gotta add the browser source to get your comments up on the screen. Live chat highlight. All right, he says, wonder how the spread of the cluster would sound modulated too. That's what we're about to do. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Okay, so I think the coolest thing about modulation now is they've really ramped up the function generator. And this sounds boring to most people, but like to someone who's a serious sound designer, that's like an absolute win. So like if you take the what we could do in the function generator before, now it's even better, all right? And I'll show you why. Let me just adjust this crap. There we go. Yeah, so like check it out. Let's go back to main and we're gonna go, let's just build a quick little thing here. We'll build like a little thing. All right. You guys have watched me work so many times in Pigments. But we're gonna do like I want to do like a full track walkthrough Pigment style. You know, we'll go old school classic signs. You know what I'm saying? Classic signs, right? Boom. So we got you know your standard stuff. Okay, but look at this function generator now. Now we have like some really serious options here when it comes to drawing. Before we could just do like, all we could do is either steps like this, or we could do ramp. And that's all I had access to. So I could go like just simple ramp, you know, like, okay, let's do ramp up. And I would just have to go like this. And that was cool. That was cool because you could do like stuff like this. You could go, you know. And that's actually kind of useful because you can use this as a source of modulation on stuff. That's cool though, but check this out. Now we have full on like free drawing. So you can like really start messing around with cool shape. Look at this. We could never do this stuff before. And now you have all this ability to like, you know, go, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go draw mode. And then I'm gonna like get really deep in here and draw some cool shapes. And then we'll use that as the modulator. You can either be off the grid or on the grid, which is really helpful. So now we're like, okay, let's get in here and let's get the rate down. And we'll use this as a really cool source of modulation for something like the cutoff, right? We don't have to use function 1, we can use function 3. So we'll use function 3 as the source of the cutoff, right? Or we could use it as a source of pitch modulation, you know what I'm saying? Love that. There's all kinds of presets in here now. Look at these complex, hedgehog, dusty vinyl, pad, ratchet. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah. And just look at that, that's nice, clean UI. So thank you, Arturia. Really nice stuff. I hope that these actually get baked into presets. We'll talk about that in a second. Anyway, so let's go ramp up here. We'll do like a ramp up here, and then we'll go like this. Yeah. Okay. That's dope. And then we'll use this also on the position. And then we'll also use it over here. We'll go sample, and we'll choose like a granular friendly sample. Ooh, what's that one? There we go. Let's use that on the scan knob of the of our granular sample. Oh yeah. Let's check the rate down to 8/1. I wish we had 16/1 rate. You should probably, I mean, honestly, it's kind of a no-brainer, but hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is so good. Magic ethereal bells. Mega, what the hell is that word? My name is Pigments. What? My name is Pigments? Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. That's brilliant. Okay, we also have a new random modulator in here, which I freaking love. You can smooth this thing up, and look at that. That's a perfectly, like, decent random modulator. Just like the Glide one, the Glide LFO in Ableton is. Really great stuff. Really, really great stuff. So let's use that. Now we have smooth, we have jitter options here. Let's go 2/1. Where's 2/1? There it is. There we go. Free running. I love that, of course. Okay, we'll go like this. And we'll adjust the density knob here, and we'll adjust the start position. Oh yeah. Gotta adjust that start position. There we go. Hell yeah. And then we'll use that again here on the fold action. Now we're modulating with power here. See, now let's add some effects here. We'll go multi-band. Hell yeah. I'll get to you guys' questions in just a second. We'll go delay. Science ping pong. We'll go bit crusher. We'll use this random modulator on the down sample. Up the dry wet. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, what's up, dude? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's put a hint of shimmer on this. Brilliant. And then finally, yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, you can draw all kinds of neat stuff, man. Just get right in there, okay? Draw mode, again, is free. You can get super, super detailed with this. And that's, I mean, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Like, you could probably add more steps in here. And do, like, of course, you can do step sequences and stuff like that. They have a whole section in here. Let's add another function here. And we'll add, rhythmic. Look at, there's all kinds of rhythm and stuff in here. Look at this. Like, that is just very useful, already pre-drawn material here. Step sequencer. Let's use this. And then we'll use that on the, how about the utility engines oscillator? We'll quantize it. I don't think we can do that before. Could we? Maybe not. Function 2 on the... yeah. We'll put an output on the filters. So listen to that. It's adding like a whole another dimension right there. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be banging out presets for Patreon. You know it, you know it. We're gonna have a first micro pack by like Friday. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, y'all. So that's cool. Again, lots of detailed stuff you can do in here. This envelope follower, which I talked about earlier in the video, again, really great addition to the whole modulation thing, because I mean, it's like, it just adds a whole nother layer of awesome. This is wild, y'all. This is super wild. Wow. Yes. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. It is kind of creepy, right? Anyway, yeah, so this envelope follower, we can use that. Again, use your combinators, guys. Use your combinators. Oh, and by the way, so, okay. So you know how you have this, you have the functions doing its thing, right? So function generator 3 is doing its thing. Now, sidechain modulation has always been done like this. So you always went into whatever thing was modulating it, and then you had to do sidechain from here. You know what I'm saying? But now, all you have to do sidechain, let's put this in free running. So I got a free running LFO here. All you have to do sidechain now is grab an LFO, drag it over to the quick menu, and drop it right on the thing. And now look, now LFO is this little mini wheel underneath here that is the sidechain modulator. So this is now dependent on this LFO to do its thing. Does that make sense? So you can have sidechain modulation be drag and drop. That's a big workflow feature that I think that probably some people are overlooking, as, you know, if you're like a real serious sound designer, you want that all over the place. Because when you assign macros and stuff, like say you only want this wave folder to happen, you only want it to happen when macro 1 is present. So then you just drag macro 1 over here and you drag it to max, and now only when macro 1 is up, then the folding starts to happen. Does that make sense? It's huge, especially for someone who's just cranking out macro after macro after macro. You can do a bunch of modulation and then just drag your macros on top of said modulation, and you're in business. A lot faster. That's gonna help me a lot. So anyway, you guys get the point now. It's a big deal, okay? It's a big deal. Cool stuff. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, so that's modulation in a nutshell. Again, function generator updates, random updates with the voice modulator. Really, really great stuff there. Envelope follower over here. Nothing else has changed. Yeah, voice modulator, it's great. Thanks, man. We're gonna get into some sequences in just a second. All right, cool. So that's number 3, modulation better, love it. Fantastic, great job, you guys. Arturia. And then finally, let's talk about what I think could be improved. Because without critiquing what's already there, how are you going to make something better? Because I mean, they've set a precedent now with all of these different Pigments versions. How can we say, oh, like this is all we need? Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's just like, no. If we just push them a little further, hopefully we're gonna get things that we actually really want. My number one critique has always been I can't bake samples into the utility engine. Why can't I do that? I don't know. But that for me is a problem because I have a bunch of samples that I make as a sound designer, right? I've got all kinds of stuff in here. If you go to the user folder, which again, I had to customly make, you can't just like make a user folder. I had to make one, call it user, put it in this weird location that this was in, and then pick stuff, right? If I send you this preset, you're not gonna get this cool sample that I have here. If I turn this on and have particle glow, let me turn on off the other engines. Listen to this beautiful sample. If I send you this preset, you're not gonna get particle glow C3 unless you have that sample installed in the right location and Pigments looks for it and pulls it up. Why? It should be baked into the sample and baked into the preset right there, okay? Vital does this, Serum does this, Current does this, all these other synthesizers do this. Why can't we do it here? It's been like 2 versions, 3 versions, 4 versions, like, come on, make it happen, all right? It's really not that hard. It's just like, just do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, baking in samples into presets, because you can do it in the sample engine. If I put my own sample in here, like if I put over here, I have a bunch of samples in here. If I put this in here, you're gonna get Flux C3 as part of your preset because it's in the sample engine, but not in the utility engine. Maybe somebody forgot about that. I don't know. I've been asking for it for a while. Okay? Very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Let's add another one of those cluster filters over here. And we'll send filter routing over to here. Adjust the spread. We'll use that function generator on the spread. Boom. As you can see, I mean business, man. When I go hard, dude. I go hard. Where's polarity here? Oh, here we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that spread. Look at that beautiful spread going on either side now with this function generator. And then we'll use the random modulator on this thing. It's just like, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, you guys. Oh shit, my internet just fell off. You can just like let your mind go crazy. You can let your mind go absolutely bananas. And it's just like, rarely does a synth come along that allows you to get this level of freedom. And so, if you're into that kind of thing, cool, keep using it. If you're on the fence still about it, and you're like, why do I need it? I already use Vital. You might want to take a look at Pigments. It's really fun. It's really fun. Yeah. And I'm not just here to be a yes man. I'm just here because this is, I'm a sound designer. Like, this is what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know, like, I put out presets. And I'm about to. I mean, stay tuned, Chromatic 3. Okay. The other thing that I really was nitpicking about is sometimes you'll see in the, like, effects section, there's certain things that you cannot modulate. Why can't we do this? I don't know. So, for example, the flanger. I would love to modulate the delay. Wouldn't you think that would be like a no-brainer too? Like, why wouldn't you want to modulate something as cool as that, right? It's like, why can't you modulate it? You should be able to, because delay spreads it out and you got more depth. Listen to this. Hold on. Okay. I love that. I want to modulate it, but I can't. Why? Why can't I modulate the depth either? That makes no sense. Like, who forgot that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't modulate this. That kind of stuff, especially with the synth that's just like begging for modulation, doesn't make sense. Another example, the EQ. Like, the EQ's cool, but like, and I like it, it's fine, you know, but why can't you modulate the Q or the low gain, you know what I'm saying, on any of these? You can't modulate the gain here, that would be cool. You can't modulate the Q distance, like that would be cool. You can modulate the position of it, that's fine, great. But like, let me modulate the up and down too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can put it in Ableton Rack and map it, let's try that. All right, let's go, here, let's go here. configure, effects, and we'll go peak 1 gain. Well, I'll be darned. I guess you can. Let's go boom, LFO, and then click. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, you can do that, but it's like an extra step, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. You can do that, all right. That's cool, that's cool. Thanks for the pro tip there. And let's also map this delay and the depth. But I mean, if I gave you a preset, you guys wouldn't be able to do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There we go. And we'll put this on glider. Put the rate down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell to the yeah. Let's see if it modulated. Did it work? Oh, that sounds gorgeous though, right? Is that moving or are my eyes deceiving me? It's moving, right? It's moving. Right? Oh, this is too slow. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's moving. Now we got moving. Now we got moving. But like, oh, I shouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, come on now. Like, just give me the ability to do that like natively. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that really grinds my gears is we should be able to do stuff like that all over the place. There's only a couple spots left, and the effects was one of them that I really found was like, you know, like why can't you do that kind of thing. You know, some left out spots for whatever reason. The other thing is like this tuning knob on the utility engine should be quantized. Like I get it that you can hold control and get like every 0.2, like it gets a little more granular, but I should be able to just like, especially when you have tuned samples and stuff, like what is 12.96? I don't need that. I don't need to press control and then try to like move my mouse. And look, it barely even got it. Like I should be able to just kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's gonna turn their knob to 12.17. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to turn it to 12. That's what I want to turn it to. I want to turn it to 12, but I don't want to hold control while I do that. So give us the ability to quantize this, or just like, you know, that would be nice. You don't have to understand what I'm doing here, man. I'm playing all Pigments. That's okay. I'm playing Pigments, and I have 2 bases. This is a basis Pigments. Basis Pigments. And then Pigments. Yeah. We're just talking about Pigments, man. Anyway, thanks for the pro tip on modulating. I think that's pretty cool. This preset sounds freaking cosmic. Let me just solo it. Okay, so we did function. We did the function generators. We didn't use this one. Let's find a cool complex preset. Almost random. Whoa, is that like Batman? Oh, it's Bat, yeah. Ooh, I love this. Oh, what's that one? That one looks fun. I just saw one I liked. Where's complex? Almost random. Continuum? This is neat. Hell yeah. Where'd that one go that I liked? This one. Yeah, this one. Oh, yeah. Let's use this one. Let's use that on something actually, like, meaningful. Like, ooh, the resonance of the cluster filter. That's interesting. Or let's do it on the fold mod. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Holy shit. That's one. I'm not playing any other instruments now. This is one patch of Pigments 6. This is crazy. Sounds freaking gorgeous, man. Yeah. I don't know what that means. All right, cool. There we go. Okay, that's a good question. How would I rate it compared to Faceplant? With Faceplant, you have a lot more ability to trigger certain things. So like, Pigments is like a synth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only as good as you could make it inside of a framework that they've created for you. Faceplant is like, your framework is whatever your mind can create. So like, if you're thinking about it, you know, like, it's pretty wild, I know. You just have to understand that, like, you know, they're giving you more and more ability to modulate stuff and do all this other stuff. If you're just kind of a preset, you know, kind of flipper, that's cool. But yeah, Faceplant is much more of a modular approach, which to some people might be intimidating. Like they might be like, oh, like they might not know how to, you know, pull in envelopes and pull in filters and pull in modulators and pull in all this other kind of stuff. That's more what we call modular, which is like plug and play. You know what I'm saying? So if you're thinking about ease of use, this is far more accessible. But Faceplant is a lot deeper, and you can create quote unquote deeper patches. But I mean, listen to this. I'm gonna solo this once again. This is one patch in Pigments. It's actually pretty good. That sounds really nice. Ooh, yeah. Listen to when I switch the filter mix from filter 1 to filter 2. Let's use the random here. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Let's take this off. Oh, I love it when I dial in a good patch. I gotta save this. I gotta save this, y'all. I gotta save it. Hold on, what number Patreon pack are we on? I should just do a signed signature pack, yeah? What's the last signed signature pack that I did on Patreon? If you guys want more presets, the Patreon presets are about to start flowing again. We're about to start flowing, yo. Patreon pack 78. Oh, signature presets 05. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Save presets as. Let's go. Here, let's do. All right, we'll go like this, and this will be under signs, signature 05. There we go. What are we gonna call this one? Oh, Infinite Horizon. Dang, that's cool, man. All right. Signs of life. And we'll go pad and ambient pad. And we're going to go ambient, experimental, atmospheric, complex, FM, evolving. And thank you for supporting me on Patreon. Boom. All right. Spellbinder. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, y'all. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. Okay. So next month, we've been doing three-part series on. We've been doing three-part series on Patreon, and this month was a banger, y'all. Like, it was really, really good. Next month, I think we're gonna do like a deep dive into like sequence space ambient music. So if you're into that kind of thing, definitely want to check it out. Chromatic 3, come on, it's only been like 2 days. Come on, man. Actually, 1 day. It came out yesterday, right? That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I agree. Let's put in some notes for this. We'll just let this one play out. We'll go length. You know, if you guys know about the even seed, if you know, you know. Let's go boom 2, and we'll go 2 bars, and we'll go length Actually, let's do 1 bar. There we go. Even seed is really cool, dude. Philip Meyer, man, he's killing it. And then we'll use reduce here. Let's go reduce, and we're gonna reduce this down, and then we're gonna hit legato. Boom! It's almost like that thing in Reason that I saw the other day. There we go. Hey man, I gotta eat too. You know what I'm saying? There we go. There we go. There we go. Like that? Yes. And you guys saw I just cranked that out with even seed and reduce. Nice. All right, cool. Now let's do a sequence. Let's do a sequence, y'all. Finally, we're gonna wrap this up sequencing. And again, like with that new voice modulator, you can do that kind of stuff. Don't forget, there still is the sequencer outstanding, so we haven't even touched the sequencer yet, which can be really cool. So let's use the new modal thing, and we're gonna do like a pluck. Okay, let's do a pluck here. All right, just kind of drive this home. I'm just playing some random keys. Super dope, right? Oh my god. How much fun is this? Again, why would you ever want to quantize? You don't want to like hold control, man. Just like give us the ability to quantize that number. We want 12. Oh my god. Retrig, free running. Here we go. Straight only. Hell yeah. Thank God for the recyclement. Oh my goodness. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. Let's do a ratio here. All right, now we gotta assign velocity to something. Oh my god, and then we have audio rate modulation. That's my new favorite thing. I love it. Oh my god. It's so much fun. Alright, so we'll go delay. Here we go. Reverb. Multiband. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. It's just so subtle. We use granule over here. Let's go sync. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! When you sync up the freaking injection, oh my god. Oh my god, that's good. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, dude. So you can see how the possibilities kind of get really nuts after a while. It's just like, what? Oh my god, we'll use one of those new random generators. Let's use a new random generator. Smooth it out. Put it on sync. Trigger source, free running. Hell yeah. We'll use it 1/1. Use that on the fold. Get a little character in there. Oh my god, yes. This seems to be improved too. Like, I think they did some work on the freaking phase mod too. Hell yeah. So, oh shit. Step sequencer. Oh, could we do a secondary sequence? Oh, that would be incredible. We do a secondary sequence here? That would be crazy. Oh, we can. We can make this retrig source free running. Oh, we can. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. So we're gonna make a second sequence here. Running through the course thing, running through this thing, sequence this up. That's function 1. Hell yeah. Stop that shit! Holy shit! Cluster filter! Oh my god. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Wow, dude. Oh, do you ship this? Make it times 2. I have too much fun on Signs of Life. I got too much fun, man. And we'll do like a nice slow fade, yeah? I never even thought of that. I was like, I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know, dude. Listen, if you want to support me, the best way to support me is on Patreon. This channel is on Patreon. Come check me out over there. If at the ambient tutorials tier you join, I got so many tutorials there. It's ridiculous. It would mean the world to me to see you in my community. We have a private Discord. We have live streams. We have Q&A sessions. We have the Science Circle, which meets twice a month. We're meeting tomorrow, and that's track feedback. I am an ambient coach. I also teach ambient coaching. We can go over sound design stuff, all kinds of things. It's all there for you. Link is down below in the description. I don't know how to put that on screen, but you guys can figure it out. Anyway. Dang, dude. Higher and higher levels here on Signs of Life. That's crazy shit. And that's not even getting into the effects. Like, that's just one multi-band compressor on there. We can put a big crusher on here with that random modulator. So it breaks up. We can put that phaser on here and modulate that frequency. Oh my God, we could put two separate oscillators going through different effects lanes. You know what I'm saying? We could have send effects in here. Like, stop it. We got, oh, the new vocoder effect. We didn't even do the new vocoder. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that in a send effect. Oh my God. Oh my, what? Hold on. Before we go. Now we got a vocoder as a dry wet, and it's got different modes on it, dirty, vintage. You can do different bands on it and stuff. And when this comes in, you can adjust the frequency tilt. Oh my God, and then this could be on modulating. Stop it. You guys hear that? That's on a send effect coming from here. Dude. This is just stupid. Anyway. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me on this channel. Thank you for supporting me on Patreon. It's been a fun, wild ride today. And I will be back again soon with more videos. Like, I mean, like, real soon, as in, like, tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Stay tuned for more good stuff. And this is just the beginning. If you think about this, like, this year, the way this is shaping up, this is just the starting point, all right? So you are this, okay? This is you, all right? And you're hanging out, you're chilling, you're like, yeah, wow, there's so many possibilities. Oh my God, like, what is this year? Like, everything's moving so fast, you know, deep seek this, deep seek that, oh my God, la 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 la. But think about it, the star's only job is to shine, right? That's your only job. So, that being said, you're gonna see a lot of other stars around you, over here, but your only job is just to shine in your light, okay? Because in this new age, in this new time, everybody's a star, all right? So, with the overwhelm of possibility, which is very real, stay focused, stay in your lane, and stay doing what you do. And if you can do that and not get distracted and not be like looking around at all the other stars around you, you're going to start to manifest things, and things are you're going to start to attract. You're going to start to pull in gravitationally things into your auric field. Okay? So again, this world is getting really crazy. I'm here to guide you through it. If you want to learn more, I am on Patreon. Signs is the shining bright. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm glad you caught me today. Enjoy Pigments 6. Link is down below in the description if you don't have it, but I think we all have it. Yeah, dropping some serious knowledge. This is crazy, y'all. This is just like a wild live stream. But I'll be back again. And you guys take care, all right? Go easy. Breathe. Take care of your bodies. And I mean that in the most holistic, sensible way. Okay? Because with the mind being so active, we have to physically exert ourselves in order to handle all those incoming frequencies. And yeah, meditate. Meditate on this, Arturia, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned for more good stuff from Signs of Life. In the meantime, take good care, and as always, keep your heads in the clouds and your feet planted firmly on the ground. You know me. I'm Chris from Signs of Life. I'll see you guys in the next video.